Forbearance does not mean forgiveness. I'm sure you all have heard the rumors that you don't have to pay your mortgage for 90 days or 6 months. You might have heard the term forbearance. It's important to understand what that actually means. Let's do some mortgage forbearance math. Let's say we have Joe and Carol. They have a mortgage. It's currently at $2,500 a month. Joe hears all of the news about forbearance and how if you've been negatively impacted by COVID-19, the banks have to work with you. Excited, Joe calls the mortgage servicer and inquires about the forbearance he is now entitled to. He's excited because in just one phone call, for now, he doesn't have to pay his mortgage for 90 days, up to 6 months. This is where the craziness comes in. Now, 7 months later, Joe is back to work, and of course he wasn't able to save any additional money when he was out of work during the forbearance period. The forbearance time frame of 6 months is now up, and the servicer sends Joe and Carol their bill. Carol nearly falls over because the bill shows that now Carol and Joe owe $15,000 plus $2,500, and it's all due right now on the 7th month. So $17,500 in total are all now due. Joe calls the servicer and asks why. Servicer explains that the 6 months of forbearance, $2,500 times 6, plus the current month of $2,500, totaling $17,500, is now due. Joe obviously can't pay that. He hasn't been working and doesn't have that kind of money right now. Joe asks if there's anything he can do. Anything. Can we renegotiate? What can we do? Servicer says, sure, we'll spread out that $15,000 over the next 12 months. Joe thinks, great, thanks so much. How does that actually work? And the servicer explains that his new mortgage will be $3,750 a month for the next 12 months. Joe doesn't understand. Why? Well, the servicer explains $15,000 spread out over 12 months is $1,250. Add that to your original mortgage payment of the $2,500 and you come up to $3,750 for 12 months. Joe says, I can't afford that. Servicer says, sorry. Joe says, well, can I refinance? Servicer says, no, because the loan went into forbearance and you have an unsatisfactory recent mortgage payment history in the eyes of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Joe, what can I do now? Carol is real mad at Joe at this point, which isn't good. So to sum all of this up, forbearance is not forgiveness. You still have to pay it back, whether it's at the end of a few months or if it's at the end of the lifetime of the loan. It will have to be paid back. We need to make sure that we are correctly giving out information regarding forbearance. It is important to contact your lender specifically and ask if it's paid at the end of the 7 months or if it is due at the end of the life of the loan. I've even recently heard an attorney telling sellers that they should just do forbearance and they will not have to pay it back and there will be no consequences. Please make sure you understand what you're getting into. Every mortgage is different. It's very similar to that of 2008 when people were short selling and didn't realize before they passed the Mortgage Forgiveness Debt Relief Act that if you sold your property, you would be taxed the difference of what you owed on the home and what you short sold your home for. Just remember, there isn't such a thing as free. As of right now, when it comes to forbearance, the mortgage servicers cannot sustain this prolonged period of fronting the money you don't pay them during the forbearance period, and will need to seek restitution somehow. Unlike the mortgage crisis in 2008, most people have a substantial amount of equity in their home. At some point, the money owed will become due. Mortgage interest rates will likely be low for the majority of 2020. Don't allow media headlines or bad information to cloud your judgment and take you down the wrong path and disqualify you to have the ability to refinance, or worse, cause you to lose your home. Think back to the last housing crisis and remember how dangerous it is to take advice from people who are not qualified to provide it, including the media, Google, or social media. They aren't going to come and bail you out or lend you the money you'll need when you need it most. Know what you're getting yourself into before you sign. Speak with the correct people, ask the right questions, read the fine print. While forbearance might be the only option for some, it should not be pursued unless absolutely necessary. Other options may be offered by the mortgage servicer, such as deferring the entire amount due to the back of the loan. But assumptions should not be made without written clarification from your mortgage company. Bottom line, know what you're agreeing to and work with a very experienced realtor and lender partners who know how to protect you and give you accurate, sound advice. Please feel free to reach out to me and my team for any advice at all. Let us help you navigate these tough times or guide you to the right direction. Much love and well wishes your way and to your family. I'm Erica Wolf with the Wolf team at eXp Realty.